mark just back of the wing.
So McDonald now drives it towards half forward. Lead on. And Davis, it was in front, couldn't take the mark. Ball spills free. Casey Young picks it up, then loses it in the tackle. Johnson across there for St Albans as well, as is Elliott. He's wrapped up, not going anywhere. The umpire will come in, ball it up left half forward. 6-4-40 St Albans. Lara 7-5-47. They played 22 in this second term, and Purdy goes up in the ruck contest. Handball over the top. Lenahan, Cunningham gives it away. Mackay, right foot kick from half back towards the middle of the ground. St Albans with the numbers. Brock Reynolds takes the mark and will shoot it back for the Super Saints. It goes towards centre wing. Robertson got a hand to it. Donegan comes across and helps out for St Albans. Gives it to White. His kick was smothered. Vermeulen got the handball away to Donegan. He goes towards Weagle. Big thump away from behind and meets the ball, and they're away now through Cockrell.
Cockrell through the middle of Bisanella Oval. A floater towards Day through his hands. Took Reynolds for company. Marshall was clean, but good. That's great pressure, Howarth, and that should be holding the ball. And the umpire was a little bit slow in playing it, but he was just trying to he was trying to get his feet, umpire Elliott. And when he did, then he paid the right decision, and Harry Howarth goes laterally into the right back pocket to Beardsall.
He got there in the end.
He did.
We got the end result we wanted. Beardsall a long ball. McKenzie well done. Spence across the front for Lara, the skipper, to bring it to ground, but Brogdon an underground handball. That was smart play. Chance here. Might be White outside of the right boot. Okay, kick on the bounce to Russell. Russell's got Brogdon who kept running. He can share it with Davis, but he was wrapped up by Purdy, but he was taken high before the tackle was legal. And it'll be a free kick at right half forward going to Bailey Brogdon, who seems to have bounced back okay from that shoulder issue. He'll take on Purdy on the mark, run around him, and they'll drive a kick into the right forward pocket. Won't get to Elliott. Spence is there. Slung in the tackle, got a handball away. Ettridge got it up towards Young. Young a high left foot kick that will go out of bounds on the full, will it? It hasn't been called out. And Marshall's taken it. McKenzie was waiting for a whistle. He's got it onto Harvey. Harvey from 65 metres out. So it's Jose all alone, and Jose's marked 15 metres out. And Matt McKenzie's still waiting for somebody to blow the whistle to say out on the full or out of bounds.
Just a bit of a lack of concentration there, boys.
Well, maybe he's seen something that the boundary umpire didn't, and as a result, they're going to be at the other end. Maybe the boundary umpire caught out of position. Surely Matt McKenzie.
He's not really going on about it though either, you know. Like
no, he's not.
So not exactly sure, but Dylan Jose is going to have a shot at goal for a 13-point lead, and he's kicked it, Dylan Jose. He's got 3. So they jump away to a little buffer. 8-5-53, playing 6-4-40 in this second quarter of K-Rock football, thanks to APCO Cafe 24/7. And Matt McKenzie will be hoping that vision doesn't find its way back to West Adelaide.
Well, I've got a mate who's sitting in a ute just over near the scoreboard, and he just said to me that was easily out.
Yeah. Okay.
So he was obviously
He
waiting.
didn't quite say that. But
he didn't quite. I won't say what Wardy's said in his text message, but he said it was easily out.
Hey Jace, that just reminded me. Well, you used to play footy at Queenscliff, and the ball would never go out of bounds at Queenscliff.
Of course not. It's the Cooter Bowl. It's a bowl.
Now, I'm getting a lot of text messages about the live feed and the scores down. I don't have any control of that. It is...
not you.
It's not us. It's not K-Rock doing the live stream or the score.
But we're doing this. Hopper gets it away. Back to the middle for Lara to try and break free. Russell gets it for St Albans and drives it forward. Davis got a couple on him. Might fall for him in the end. Across the back of the pack. Spence, kick out of the pack. McDonald, if you don't mind, he's pretty happy. Lammy's having goal of the day contender from Brock McDonald out of nothing. And they needed that, St Albans, just to get back. A little break from Lara, and then McDonald turned around, left foot kick around the corner. Did nicely, his first of the afternoon. And St Albans close to half-time, get their 7th, 7-4-46. They trail Lara 8-5-53, 26 played, second term. And that's on the APCO Cafe 24 K-Rock second quarter scoreboard.
We spoke about the domination of clearances to Lara, but they've certainly tightened it up. They went on the fly themselves there and won the centre clearance and got it into their forward line quick.
Great goals today, Kirsch.
There has been some terrific goals today.
It's been an entertaining clash. Good to be here at Bisanella Oval on a Saturday afternoon. Umpire tosses it into the air for Borchard and Elliott. Elliott winning the tap down this time. Donegan tried to hit it at pace but couldn't take it. Chance here for the Cats to go forward, but Elliott's tackle was a ripper on Higgins, and he's pinned him for holding the footy. Geez, he does a pair of work. Hayden Elliott, he gives a handball off. Salter Lamarkia, back of the centre wicket area, just chips a kick up, and Russell was good. One of 4 best and fairest winners at St Albans last year, and he's the only one that's still there. He kicks into the right forward pocket. Too much on it for Brogden. Chance now for Johnston rather. Got it up to Davis. Davis lost it in the tackle. Mackay, a handball wide. Weagle just to compose things for Lara with a left foot kick and looking out there for Hancock, but a good spoil by Howarth knocks it out of bounds, and we'll get a boundary throw in. Just back of the wing for the Cats. They lead by 7, 8-5-53, 7-4-46. The breeze definitely favouring the Mill Road end of the ground, but you can kick goals into it, as Lara and St Albans have both proven. There's been 3 in the first quarter and 2 in the second.
Borchard got the ruck contest, won the ruck contest, but unfortunately put his hand over Hayden Elliott's shoulder, so he'll take the free kick at right centre wing, drives it inside, and I think that's White who has taken the mark close to the boundary line, about 45 out, and he will be
Carol Stone's just brought in a platter if I've ever seen a platter.
He goes to the right foot kick. Kirsch concentrate on the footy, the ball over the back, and Weagle's there. Pack develops, big tackle came quickly from Bailey Ettridge, holds it up. St Albans only 15, 20 metres out from goal. Chance close to siren time for another.
Half-time can't come quick enough with the platter that's just arrived. Jeez.
The coach's wife's brought one. It's delicious.
Tapped down by Borchard, right back pocket. Chance now to clear. Here's Ettridge from his defensive goal square. Long ball. Cockrell in a one-on-one with Morrell. Cockrell allows it to hit the ground. Morrell will give away a free kick, though. He probably didn't have to, and it'll come back to Bailey Cockrell. So, very quickly gets it back from Tommy Reynolds. Sounds like a former member of Parliament, Tom Reynolds. Just one of those old school sort of names. He goes short to Higgins, a bit like Francis Evans MP for Geelong. Oh, he wanted to take on the tackler. And he's dumped him in a tackle as Lions, but that is half-time. That was a big tackle by Lions on half-time. And we have got an entertaining clash here at Bisanella Oval.
Mitch Day's asking him what's going on. He's moved around. Now he's going to drive it long, and he has pushed it wide. And that is into the car park out of bounds on the full.
It was an interesting kick in from Dan Weagle to come this side, because the other side's the defensive side, and he was looking to come this side all time.
Stone with the resultant free kick in the left back pocket. Just goes short. Oh, it went through the hands of Mackay. Vermeulen pounced on the loose ball. Missed a target with the handball. Went and butted up. Minari over the top of him, and he'll get a free kick for a push in the back.
He's
non-controlling umpire.
Lucky.
He dropped the ball 3 times.
Yeah, that's right.
Handball off. Chance for White. Long effort. Has just missed to the right. Through for a minor score. Dylan White with now 2 goals, 2 by my tally. In his debut game, the West Adelaide product. And St Albans now lead by a point. They're 8-7-55. Lara 8-6-54.
Weagle, footy again at full back. This time looking a bit further towards Day. And called to play on, so he gains 5 and goes towards Day. Goes up from behind, front and centre. Higgins was good. Clearing kick towards centre wing. Gunther on the half volley, can't pick it up. Harvey leaves it behind. Gunther's second effort. Oh, if you don't mind. But loses it though, and Reynolds gets it away. White on the boundary line. That's a good kick to Mackenzie, who takes the mark. And just about where he had the last shot. Just a bit closer to us. Oh, right foot kick off the boot. Wasn't looking good. Weagle across the front. They need the numbers. Higgins, Lara gets it up, gets a clearing kick, only though as far as the St Albans half forward line. They get it to Davis, who tries to get around. He loses the football spins. Good defensive pressure from the skipper, and Lara are going to clear from half back.
Not sure why Alex Beardsall didn't pull the trigger on the kick.
He had to. He had to kick it.
The free kick went to Spence. The skipper did well. Short to Robertson. Robertson sends it long out wide, and Russell, front position, has done okay in front of Hancock and should be paid the mark. That's a good grab by Jacob Russell. He's having a good afternoon. His Kerr's high stats will be pretty impressive when they come out in the next 24 or so hours. He pulls the kick into the pocket. McDonald off his chest, couldn't complete the mark. Purdy was clean for Lara, to Higgins, to Robertson by hand. Chance now for Reynolds. That's Reynolds, Tom, giving a handball off to Linehan Cunningham. A bit quieter in this third quarter. Kick towards right half forward, not great. Howarth was first there. He just couldn't find the footy, though, at his bootlaces, and it eventually dribbled out of bounds for a boundary throw in front of the old scoreboard. Bisanella Oval on a Saturday afternoon. Lights are on in the shadows of the Yuyangs, and it's St Albans by a point as we approach 13.5 minutes gone on the Port Phillip Ferries time clock.
So ruck contest, Sinkinson on the ground against Borchard. Borchard with a big thump back towards the boundary line. Can they keep it in though? That's the thing. And Linehan Cunningham gets a hold, so he'll get a free kick on right centre wing for Lara. Ball comes back To the Werribee Central's product, he goes with a right foot kick towards centre half forward. Long lead, Day can't take the mark. At the back, Miller. His left foot kick back to whence it came on centre wing. And it's okay, they just settle it down to Brogden, who takes the mark in front of the old scoreboard, chips the ball back inboard to White. His handball to Russell, runs through the middle, thought about the kick, then thinks about the handball, gives it back to White. He goes inside, Coots over his head. Through a number of players. Mackay's there for Lara. His kick off the boot was terrible. Comes back inside. Evans, got a high tackle. Should get a free kick and will. And
yeah, he's been got in the nether region by his head.
He has. And that is Reynolds, Tom Reynolds. He needs to count them to make sure. So he goes inside 50.
Wrong.
Hamlet Hanger McKenzie.
He's just come back on the ground too, Tom Reynolds.
I think
that was his first.
is that more than a whack to the groin? Or is there something more sinister than that?
A bit of a corky as well.
Yeah,
but,
I reckon the head's corked.
So, can't get corked there.
Let Nico worry about that. Matt McKenzie
Can't rub it out.
has got the ball.
Ice it up.
Kingy, straighten him up, can you? McKenzie comes in, 30 out. He needs to kick it, and he missed.
Chances.
Yeah, they need to take him.
2 goals, 1 after a great mark. And they go to 8-8-56 now. St Albans, Lara 8-6-54. 15 played. Third term, Metricon K-Rock, third quarter scoreboard.
He saw. Kirsch.
He would be.
Long kick in.
That's down the ground.
That will be down the ground after Marshall's on kick, and that was a bit silly. I reckon that was Lions giving away the free kick, and didn't really need to do that. That just gives it an out. It
does.
It's just like a 50-metre penalty,
That's
basically.
a win,
And Borchard with the resultant free kick down ground. Confronted by McDonald after being called to play on, so just had to kick off a step to the wing. Donegan back with the flight, couldn't mark. Russell got a handball on the up, turned over by Higgins to Elliott. Chance now through traffic for Donegan, who looks really good, the Ocean Grove product. Kick to the pocket, back with the flight. McDonald! Wonderful mark. Wonderful mark, back with the flight. And then over the top, Borchard's having a whisper in the ear of Brock McDonald, which wasn't liked by Dylan Johnston. So he came over and knocked him over, but that shouldn't detract from the mark taken by McDonald. Back with the one hand, never took his eye off the footy, reeled it in, and a chance to give his team an 8-point lead. You won't see better this year in the GFL than that mark by Brock McDonald.
Needs to finish it off now. It's magnificent, mark.
McDonald, right forward pocket. Big kick from just outside 50. He's pushed it across the face. It won't work back in the goal square, flying but not marking. I think it was Lions. Couldn't complete it, and it's off hands, and they send their lead now to 3 points. They're 8-9-57, Lara 8-6-54, but you suspect they're going to need a couple more goals on the board going into three-quarter time, knowing that Lara will come home with the 8 of the breeze.
So Weagle kicks in again. Looks for Stone and Borchard. Elliott goes up off the side of the pack, and off hands, out of bounds for a throw-in. And right half forward for St Albans.
Elliott wasn't happy with himself there that he dropped that mark.
No, he wasn't. And he will do the ruck contest against Jack Borchard. Throw in now. Elliott in front. Got it over the back nicely towards Russell. Through the middle, White got it to Russell. Wrapped up, tried to break free 3 times. Handball over the top. Johnston comes in. He does nicely with the right foot kick around the corner. Top of the square. McKenzie puts a tackle on. He basically bear hugs. And it's going to be held in for a ball up. Young was the man in the bear hug from McKenzie. So top of the goal square. St Albans into attack. Big pack around it. McKenzie's big thump away. Weagle. Handball over the top to Stone. Pretty happy with the boundary line, I think, is the option there. And it will be a throw in about 20 around from St Albans goal. They're 8-9-57. They lead Lara 8-6-54. 18 played third term. Port Phillip Berry's time clock.
There is no better way to travel. Port Arlington and Geelong to Docklands. Boundary throw in. Borchard winning the tap down this time. That's a free kick, surely taken high. It will go to Purdy. And Lions doesn't mind
he doesn't mind
a bit of physicality.
Yeah, mixing it up, getting amongst it.
Left back pocket. Purdy with the resultant free kick. Just sends it towards our best seats in the house. Rapco Cafe 24/7. Robertson flew over. Elliott could mark. Davey unlikely rover. Handballer on the bounce and Hopper couldn't take cleanly. Chance now for Howarth. Little left foot kick ended up with Russell somehow. White kick inside 50, but Marshall back with the flight, judging it best, has taken the mark for Lara just to hold things up. He goes short to Weagle, showed a lot of it to Johnston, but Weagle, the veteran, got a VFL opportunity this year with the Cats, making the most of that, but back at Lara today through the outstretched arms of Johnston. Kicks towards the wing. Day there. Borchard as well. Neither could mark. Front of the pack, Harvey for Lara. He was able to get a handball away, but only as far as Elliott. Elliott was wrapped up in a tackle, lost the footy. Stone was clean. Handball on the bounce to Jose was good. Can I get one against the grain here? Outside of the right boot. Surely a free kick for a hold. Not paid to St Albans. Here's Robertson ducking under a tackle and then driving a long kick to the goal square. Back with the flight. Howarth went to the ground. Gunther picked up the crumbs and dribbled it through. Gunther with his second. Howarth with a ball coming in, doing all sorts into the breeze. It would be like sitting under a high catch. It was up there forever, and when he was about to take it, he just couldn't do the business. And Lara have got themselves back in front at a crucial time as we're into nearly time on in this third quarter. Lara 9-6-60, St Albans 8-9-57. Third quarter K-Rock football thanks to Metricon. At Metricon, you can build with confidence.
What I liked about that was Lara actually held a little bit of structure forward of the ball. At times when you've got the breeze, you can find yourselves all your structure, your forward in the forward half, pushed up in the defensive half, but they actually held a bit of structure then. They had some numbers behind the ball for that long entry.
Back in the middle. Borchard with a big thump down. Donegan tracks it back from the middle. Gets some support though. Beansell handball over the top towards White. Got a couple against him. Does pretty well. Breaks free. Handball back to Russell. Handball on the outball to Johnston. Will it sit for him? It does. 50 out. Squares the ball back in. Good play. McDonald takes the mark and will shoot for goal from 25 out.
Did he mean that?
Of course he did. It wasn't going there.
Of course he did. Beautiful pass.
It was a shank.
It was on the inside.
Blokes.
His ankle bone.
It's a great kick.
I'm right behind it.
Good on you, Nico. So, Brock, well, you can drive it home here. Brock
It's all
McDonald.
yours, Nico.
Come on, Nico.
Needs to just go left side of the post here. The goals. Casually walks in and he's threaded it. Straight through.
Well done, Brock Dog. Great work. Brock McDonald, second of the afternoon. The lead again for St Albans, 9-9-63. They lead Lara 9-6-60. Metricon, K-Rock, third quarter scoreboard.
At least we've got a quick reply, and that's good. Good character to bounce back from a goal and get that centre clearance. Not bad movement. I mean, the ball inside forward 50, sometimes that chaos ball's okay, and if you're in front, who knows what can happen in the game of footy. If you're behind, you've probably got less chance of taking a mark. So whether or not it was meant to go there, the player, McDonald, was in front, and that's all that counts.
Yeah, 2 goals for Brock McDonald. He only had 2 coming in.
He's doubled his quota.
Yeah, for the season, so he's got them by 3/4 time today. Back in the middle, Borchard climbed high against Sinkinson and won the tap down. Cockrell's got his head over the footy. McDonald's got him, so's Donegan. Gee, Donegan's impressed me this afternoon. He did come with big raps. I know Ben Patrick, before he departed St Albans, was very keen on getting him to the club, and he's really been a winner for them, the young grubber. Tapped down by Borchard. Here's Donegan on cue, but he didn't take the footy. Borchard did it, but spilled for McDonald. McDonald snapped a kick around his body for St Albans, attacking it and tucking it under the arm.
That's a throw.
It was from Ettridge. Umpire didn't see it. To Robertson. Jose confronted. Handball to Cockrell. Kicks on his right. Smothered by Russell. And then he found it again. And then sent a kick looking for McKenzie. Went through him. Weagle was able to hold the fort and bring it very, very wide. And he's going to put that out in the full. No, it's just going to bounce inside the field of play. And the umpire said throw it in, as there were protestations and appeals.
I think that's a good call.
Yeah, skill error.
Just a bad kick, that's all.
Yeah, they were going. They watched too much AFL. That's the trouble.
Sinkinson and Borchard, both in the long sleeves. Borchard from behind. Sinkinson actually roved it. Was dumped by Borchard without the footy. Umpire said play on Russell. Gee, he's been good, Russell.
Been good, hasn't he?
Tried to barge his way through. Couldn't take it, but McDonald could. Kicked it straight up the shot tower. See if he can mark that. Front of the pack. White kick smothered by Purdy. And now Marshall wrapped up by White. Ball spilled out. White on hands and knees up to McDonald. Taken high free kick. So Brock McDonald will win himself a free kick. Umpire, I think it was Minari who gave away the free kick, but the umpire, Peter Elliott, in good position. And the resultant free kick is with Brock McDonald. So can he kick back-to-back goals and give his team a little 9-point buffer in the shadows of 3/4 time? Tight angle, right forward pocket. The youngster McDonald from 51 metres. He sets it up. It won't have the carry. McKenzie flew. It went through his hands. And Borchard is down. He's very slow to get to his feet. He'll get to his feet now as McKenzie came crushing through the pack. And it is a minor score. The lead now 4. 9-10-64, playing 9-6-60. 23 and 3/4 minutes gone. Port Phillip Ferry's time clock. Third quarter, K-Rock football.
Weagle down the middle looking for Day. Goes up, big thump away, Miller. Borchard can't pick it up. Can mine on the second attempt. No, Donegan worries him out of it. Sinkinson off a step, lowers the eyes, but the guy had hoops on. Didn't have the big SA on the front of the jumper. And it will be turned over. Mackay has it. Last line of defence, drives it long, back to Ensick. Day again, Borchard, they raffle it. Off the back, Miller's there. Mitchie on hands and knees. Miller gets a half a shepherd. Now it's out of bounds. Borchard put the tackle on as well, and it will be a boundary throw-in.
There's a sense of urgency out there with St Albans play at the moment, isn't there? I think they feel they probably need one or two more going into three-quarter time.
Umpire with a very, very flowing mullet.
How is it?
It's one of the best. Just slightly forward of the wing for St Albans. Sinkinson gets it forward 15 metres with a fist. Mackay couldn't take it cleanly. Johnston did. Handball on the up. Quick kick inside 50. Salter Lamarck here, but Weagle has put himself behind the ball as Elliott couldn't get near the contest. Purdy ensured that was going to happen, not going to happen, and Weagle has taken the defensive mark. Takes on Elliott and then drives a kick through outstretched arms. Holds up in the breeze. Sinkinson positioned himself well. Second game, now inside 50. Too much of the kick shown to the defender. Knocked away by Ettridge. Donegan did okay, though, to just lock it in and lay a tackle, but he's gone a little bit too high. He or Josh Wilson, take your pick, going high there on Mackay. And the free kick with the Cats, who trail by 4 but won't be upset with the margin being that.
Oh, he has munged it beautifully to Young, who gets it to Minari by hand. He goes with a right foot kick towards Day. Miller against him. Big thump away again. Good play, Miller. He's done that for most of the afternoon against Mitch Day, and he's thumped it over the boundary line for a throw-in on centre wing.
If I'd have said to you that they'd have 9 goals by three-quarter time, Lara, and Mitch Day had none, you'd be surprised.
Absolutely. Look, they've got to even up numbers here. There's no point having a +2 down here and allowing that. St Albans can't allow that to happen right now, having +2 in their forward half.
Borchard got it down. Sinkinson, his opposite number, got it to Donegan. His handball was good to Russell. His handball inboard as well. They're out the front. Now Lyons, can he finish it off? 50 out. No, he can't with that kick. That is high and wide and on the 4:01 to... was that a point?
That was on the full.
That was on the full, but called a point.
Yep.
It's not a point at the end.
That will be very important.
Jordan Lyons kicks it behind. 9-11-65 St Albans. Lara 9-6-60.
Weagle to bring the ball back into play. Time running out for St Albans to do some damage with this wind. Weagle runs out from his defensive goal square, sends it towards our best seats in the house, and we'll put it out in the full, I reckon.
Third time out in the full this quarter.
And Alex Tottori nearly climbed high to take the mark in the St Albans coach's box.
He would have climbed too high, little fella.
So McKenzie, I can almost reach out and grab his jumper. He's that close to us. You can hear the thud of the ball on the boot on the effects mic. Kick inside 50. Ball's going to come off the back of the pack. And Salter Lamarck here just tracking it, couldn't get there. They now lead by an even goal, but they're 9-12-66. So 3 consecutive behinds to go from 3 points in front to 6 points in front. 9-12 playing 9-6. 27 minutes gone. K-Rock Metricon scoreboard at Metricon. The University display home. Now open at 4 Appleby Street, Lewis. Jace, what's happened?
Oh, Dan Weagle kicked it in, so he decided to go short this time. He's kicked the other one out 3 times out of bounds on the full, and he's gone long. He's gone straight to Brock McDonald. He was looking for Dylan Jones.
I think he needs to.
I think he needs to get somebody else kicking in. Absolutely, Kirst. So Brock McDonald, who's kicked 2. This to make the margin 12
right
points.
behind it.
And Nico's right behind it. Come on, Nico.
Wind's picked up, but he's a beautiful kick, and he's threaded it.
He has, straight through the middle. Brock McDonald, his 3rd of the afternoon. And the 10th for St Albans, 10-12-72. They lead Lara 9-6-60. K-Rock, Metricon, 3rd quarter scoreboard.
Well, we did say that they need to be probably a minimum 2 goals ahead and the urgency in their game. The repeat forward entries, that's the big thing. Lara, apart from that goal they had before, have not had much in ball in their forward half. So they've done a really good job, St Albans, to lock it in, but I'd like to see them even up numbers down here.
Good crowd, as Nico alluded to, and they're making some noise too, both St Albans and Lara supporters. So the Super Saint supporters have made the trek up the Melbourne Road.
Great food and beverage sales today, boys.
Tap down Borchard, roving Linehan Cunningham, gave it back to Borchard. Stone coming off the back edge of the square, looking for Day on a lead. Great build up from the Cats, maybe too far out to score. So Day turns and kicks quickly towards the goal square, and he's found a mark. And in the left forward pocket, the mark is taken. And a chance to have a shot at goal.
Classy, really classy.
Yeah, it was a great build up.
No, composure there, Kirsch, is beautiful.
Is that Jake Marshall, is it? No, no.
No, it's Hancock.
Hancock.
Hancock has stepped out and snapped a wonderful goal to kick his second of the afternoon.
Good football.
Oh, that's...
So that really hurts St Albans.
Does. Yep.
Just to give up an easy one out of the middle into the breeze as the sun tries to poke through here at Bisnella Oval. Actually, it's shining right into our box, and it's the only warmth we've felt all afternoon, other than these crocheted rugs.
Well, the 2 Penguins at Rennie have just left.
And the margin, well, the scoreboard here saying 72 apiece, but I can tell you it is 66 playing 72. 10-6 playing 10-12, 29 minutes gone third quarter. K-Rock Metricon scoreboard at Metricon. You can build with confidence.
Gone early, the scoreboard attendance with the Lara score. Back to the middle. Close to siren time for three-quarter time here.
It was a good goal, but it wasn't worth 12.
Big thump away towards Solder-Lamarkia. Rides the bump. Right foot kick inside 50. Punched away from behind. Did nicely there at the back was Ettridge. He needs some support now. Got it from Purdy. The umpire's found a hold. Going to go to St Albans.
Yeah, White was being held, Jace.
He was, and he's going to get up. Dylan White, who has kicked 2 goals too this afternoon. His personal tally. And as the siren sounds. So this to give them a 12-point lead. If he can kick it.
In the scheme of things, it is a massive kick.
Well, he's on the right side, I reckon, just to bring it back.
Yeah.
That's right.
Here we go. Who will it be? St Albans or Lara to break their duck in 2022, or will we have a draw? Here is Jason Doherty. Thanks to Coke Cafe 24/7.
Jack Borchard goes up and gets it down, and Linehan Cunningham got one high, I thought, but the umpire didn't agree, and he said it's held to him. So
They belted heads, Jace.
did they bash heads? Yeah,
they bashed heads.
And he's getting up very gingerly.
Correct.
CLC. I like that too, Kingy. That's nice. We might call him that later. So Borchard again. Elliott will go up and get it down, but rode beautifully by Cockrell around the corner with the kick. And it's taken. Good mark, Jake Marshall. Inside 50. There's Day comes out. Can't take the mark, though. Second effort. All right, can he get the handball out? He can. Can they get the kicker out? Was that a high tackle? The umpire says must be holding the ball. If he doesn't pay a high tackle, it was Diagrella who got tackled, and Miller will take the free kick for St Albans.
Did ask the question of umpire Jones, Isaac Diagrella, whether he might have been taken high.
What comes first, the chicken or the egg there?
Miller, well-weighted kick to Brogdon. Left back pocket, still a long way from home, but holding a 7-point lead, the Super Saints. Brogdon tucks it under the arm, confronted by Gunther, but then gave a handball. Oh, no. Wrong time to have a fumble, Harry Howarth, but time to recover and gave it to Brogdon. Morell's kick on the bounce. Here's White in game number 1 for St Albans, and he kicks wide and he finds Lyons, who's marked just back.
Great escape.
They did get out of trouble there, but they kept their heads and their composure, and that's the sign of a maturing group as Lyons bangs it long to the wing, and Ettridge comes up in front of Elliott, takes a nice mark. I reckon they would have played a bit of Falcons together, those two.
Ettridge, long kick inside 50. Jose, the back. Miller again thumped away defensively over the line. And we'll have a boundary throw in left forward pocket for Lara, 30 around from their goal.
So it's interesting, isn't it? Because St Albans are in a winning position at the moment, aren't they? It's how they now go about their footy, whether they keep attacking or whether they try to slow the game down and have it on their terms and keep possession.
So boundary throw in. Day's going to do the ruck work against. He's going to take it out of the ruck. The kick was smothered though. The ball spills free. The back of the pack. Whoa, coming at it at pace was Morell. And Digby's son did nicely to hold it up, and then the ball will be wrapped up, and it's going to be a ball up about 45 out from the Lara goal.
His dad's sitting in the car right now going, my name's not Digby.
I know.
It was Digby Morell with 2 R's.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe.
Tapped down by Elliott.
It's wrecking the story though, can you?
Yes.
Donegan, handball up. Thank you, Rock Dog. White, nice little turn of foot, and then a kick to the wing, wanting McDonald. Well played, Purdy, who's played a range of roles this afternoon, including in the ruck.
Been everywhere.
Sam Purdy.
Oh, you've just ruined that, Kingy. That's it. I'm finished. You still dig me, son. I don't care.
Yeah, exactly right. Sounds right.
Well, or he's just registered with 1 less R than he should have had.
Yeah.
Potentially could have happened. Boundary throw in. Borchard is able to get a kick away after finding the ball on the ground on the bounce. Gunther, handball release. Chance now to go inside forward 50. Mackay's bouncing ball. Rather, Ettridge's bouncing ball will miss to the right through for a behind. So we are a kick the difference in this final term of K-Rock football. APCO Cafe 24/7 scoreboard. St Albans 73, Lara 67.
They can't hang on, Kirsch. They've got to
No, they've got to play. They've got to play footy at least to, 20, 25-minute mark. Yeah, because we saw the last couple of quarters have gone 30, nearly 30. So
They're waiting for the ball to come back. I think it's just hit a car as it's run past. Bailey Brogden finally gets it back in the field of play. So let's see if he comes the Dan Weagle side of the ground, which is our K-Rock commentary box side. You thought about the attacking side, but he elects to come this side and look for Elliott in front. Got a hand, second hand, couldn't take the mark. Off the side of the pack. White got it up to Vermeulen. Just a hoping kick in the middle. They got the numbers though, St Albans. Coots, handball to Lyons. A bit of Candy, does nicely. Gets it away to McDonald. Now he needs somebody in front. Who's McKenzie, who goes up, can't take the mark. Free kick anyway over the shoulder. And it's going to be Matt McKenzie with the ball at left half forward. Casey Young gave the free kick away. He's kicked two goals, one this afternoon. Is that just a little bit too far, Kirsch, you think?
Well, the Mitch Day area, isn't it, before? But Dylan Jose was just a little bit to the left and maybe about 5 metres closer and nailed it. So he's a lovely kick of the ball. He's the one who we saw kicking pre-game post-tight. Yes, with the wind, but I think he's got the distance, no worries. It's just more how he controls the breeze.
Comes in now. Right foot kick. Oh, jeez, it's good off the boot. It's very good off the boot. It's a Lambie's Tavern goal and a contender from Matt McKenzie. That's exactly what they needed. His third of the afternoon. And that is St Albans' 11th. And great kick from Matt McKenzie. 3 goals, 1, his personal tally this afternoon. And St Albans go to 11-13-79. They lead Lara 10-7-67. And that is on the APCO Cafe 24/7 K-Rock final quarter scoreboard.
Don't worry about can he make the distance. If there was a net there, it would have gone over it.
That's a magnificent kick for goal.
It certainly was.
20-game losing streak. Is it about to come to an end? They haven't saluted since the final round of 2019. It's been nearly 3 years since they've tasted victory at the Gordon Tafe Oval. Tapped down by Borchard, but the rolling ball attacked by Saltalamacchia. Kicks on his left towards the broadcast winger, one-on-one. Vermeulen just positioned himself to hold his ground. Over the top came McKay, and he knocked it out of bounds, boundary throw-in. So just slightly forward of the wing, favouring St Albans. Boundary throw-in.
Just won the last 2 clearances, St Albans, so they're starting to get on top around the ball.
They've had 24 scoring shots to 17 too.
Wasted some opportunity in that third.
Elliott, front position, double palm down. White's been very good. Handball over the top into the path of Johnston coming the other way. Spence knocked it from his grasp, but he gave away a free kick. He took Johnston high. Johnston just inside the centre square. Puts it out into the right forward pocket looking for a fly. Back with a flight. White couldn't complete the mark. Front of the pack here. Tridge trying to barge his way through, going nowhere. Umpire says, I'll take it. About 20 out from the St Albans goal. One more goal.
Jeez, it'll make it really
tough.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what? It was a right idea by Johnson. Then he just munged the kick.
So the ball up. St Albans into attack. Hopper, handball, miss. Johnston goes back on his right foot, kick around the corner. Mackay happy to see it through for a very handy behind. Go to 11-14-80 St Albans. Lara 10-7-67. 7 played final term. And Weagle has been stripped of the kicking duties after this third quarter. They go long down the middle looking for Day. Got to get his hand to it. Jose is there as well now. Russell gives it to Elliott. He's kicked towards centre half forward. It's a 2-on-1. Is it sit okay for McDonald? He goes to the right foot kick. Open goal square. Mackay getting back there. Did he get a hand to it? I don't think he did. Brock McDonald kicked the goal. He has. He has kicked his 4th of the afternoon, Brock McDonald. And just what Kingy was saying, another goal will make it very interesting. 12-14-86. St Albans and Lara, they're stuck at the moment, 10-7-67, and that is on the APCO Cafe 24/7 K-Rock final quarter scoreboard.
So the kick in, obviously the kick in, they wanted to kick it in as long as they could. They got it just past the centre circle, but what happened is the defensive structure of St Albans put it back into the zone and they got the ball forward. What happened was Lara had all run forward of the ball and it only left St Albans player exposed forward of the play. Gave himself some easy shot at goal.
But Day's gone into the middle and he's won the ruck here, and Jose is going to drive a very, very long ball. Nobody touched it and it rolled through for a goal.
Hit the post.
It's hit the woodwork on the way through. gee, they needed that. The margin now 18 as Jose kicks it behind, but that was quick out of the middle as Day went into the ruck to get something going for the Cats.
Jose in the middle, Day in the ruck.
So Brogdon
both their
kicks
forwards
in. It goes Weagle style, looking for Mackenzie. Got a hand to it just, I think, as it went over the line. He did, but couldn't keep it in. And it's a boundary throw in right half forward for the home side. So Day in the ruck against Elliott. Boundary throw in now. Day tries to thump it forward. McDonald gets back there. Kick around the corner. Evans, Mackenzie. Evans drags it in, needs to be good. Young got the handball away, handball over the top to Mackenzie again, rides the tackle, and just threw it out of bounds. That is deliberate, yeah, and that's a good decision by the umpire. He went straight for the boundary line there, Mackenzie, and Mackay will take the free kick.
He actually didn't need to release it.
Yeah,
because he had no prior. He just sort of just took the tackle.
That might have been the right decision, but it was a total guess because he could not see him do that, to tell you the truth.
Mackay goes long, wanting Day, Elliott the spoil. I suspect now, do they look to one of Elliott or Mackenzie behind the ball at some stage? They get to a time where they go, all right, we're just going to shut up shop.
I think if they're 3 goals ahead of about the 15 to 18 minute mark, for sure, that's what you've got to start looking at.
I'd go another goal. Just keep going.
Ball back into play. Borchard, Elliott, front of the pack. Hopper fumbled once, took it twice, got through 2 tackles, then jammed it on the boot outside of the right boot. It's going to bowl itself out of bounds. And a free kick in the left back pocket to Russell. So St Albans with all the momentum at the moment. They're kicking into the breeze, but they're playing the game on their terms, exactly how Alex Tatura wanted it. A high kick towards half-back, Elliott, Mackenzie. Little shove on Linehan, Cunningham. Elliott just a blind handball, but it fell for White. White just flicked it. That was a flick pass onto Beardsall, but he's turned it over. A high kick came from Ettridge. It will flirt with the boundary line. Russell dropped what he should have taken, and it's a boundary throw. And Russell actually probably maybe took it a bit easy, thinking it was out in the full. It wasn't, and we'll get a boundary throw in right forward pocket, right on the 50 where it meets the boundary line. Lara trail by 18. They need the next goal.
So throw in Borchard. Elliott works his way to the front. Borchard got it down. Roved at the front by Hopper, got it away to Jose. He wanted a candy and he lost the footy in the tackle at the end. Borchard threw it to Jose again. Wrapped up. Beardsall, that's dropping the footy. The umpire said yes. And
just little wins, isn't there? Here's just those little one-on-one wins.
Brock McDonald has had a
He's been stellar, hasn't he?
Great.
Leopold Sporties.
Well, he stepped right up, hasn't he?
He has, and he's got the free kick at half-back. Goes to centre wing with the kick. He's kicked 4. He goes high. Winkle's got his name written on it. Punched it away. Side of the pack. Handball shuffled out by Cockrell. Got it towards Reynolds. He can't take it with him. Coots tried to wrap it up as well. He's held, said the umpire, over the play on advantage. Sold Lamarkia. He needed some help. He got it. Howarth, little kick around the corner. Now Weagle. He needs to settle a play and go towards Day, who's comes out and just the 2 number 14s, David and Goliath. Lonigan up against Mitchie, and Day takes the mark and will shoot for goal from 50 at slight angle.
There was actually no advantage there, was there? Because he only took 3 steps and the pressure was on him. So I know he played on, but
I've got a pretty good view of this. But I'll be able to tell you, boys. So
all right.
No bigger kick for him right now.
That's right.
I reckon Mitch might tell us too, because he'd be pretty happy if he can put it through. 18 the difference. He comes in.
He has kicked it.
He's happy.
He has kicked the goal. Mitch Day kicks his first of the afternoon. And the 11th for Lara. 11-8-74. They trail St Albans 12-14-86. Apco Cafe 24/7 K-Rock. Final quarter scoreboard.
So everyone had moved up the ground a little bit then, and obviously the turnover. So there was only 3 pairs in the forward half, which was the advantage to Mitch Day. So that is how, I think when I said before, they've got to empty out the forward line a little bit. If they can just get him to a one-on-one situation, he won't be beat, and it'll give him a chance to win this game of footy.
The defence collapses too easy when there's too many
100% just folds right back on him, and he just has no opportunity.
Yeah.
Need another one. Lara into the air for Borchard and Elliott. Neither got off the ground really, and it was allowed to hit the deck, and Borchard picked up the loose footy, but spilled for Russell, who bursts away, sends Super Saints into attack, looking for a marking option, can't find one, spoiled by Purdy. Front of the pack, numbers there for Lara, including Reynolds, but it rolled through him, and Higgins now has a fit of the fumbles. Russell came again, ran straight into a big Reynolds tackle. That's a wonderful tackle by Tom Reynolds. He made sure Russell was going nowhere, and Reynolds ensures his team.
He's recovered well.
He has.
Reynolds kicks
DP.
to the wing, wanting Gunther can't mark off his hands against Brock Reynolds, and it's out of bounds for a boundary throw-in.
So all the players now folding back down the line to the forward half. If I was the Lara half forwards, I'd be just staying up closer to the stoppage and leaving that one behind.
Kenzie behind the ball too.
Yep.
Ball back into play. Elliott winning the tap down to roll back towards the boundary line, and we will do it all again as Linehan Cunningham can't keep it alive.
To do that, Kirsch?
No, I don't think so. But they've been doing it all game. So the consideration here is, does Shane Stone leave a +1 at their back end when I know they're behind and they're trying to. The +1's the advantage, but at the moment you're trying to probably even up the game.
From the boundary throw-in, McDonald took it off the hands of the pack. He was wrapped up by Borchard. Ball spills out. Donegan took it, then lost it. Beardsall took it, then also lost it. Or McDonald, that's a big tackle. It was a Hopper who's taken it high, and it'll be a free kick. The former skipper of the Cats against the young gun from St Albans, who's kicked 4 this afternoon. He had 2 for his GFL career coming in. And he's kicked 4 today to turn the game on its head.
Goes high to half forward, big pack there. Mackenzie followed up from half back, gives it on the outside to Johnston. Right foot kick, and it's off the side of the boot and out of bounds on the full. So Lara are going to be able to reset in the back pocket.
How clean was Mackenzie?
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant, Kingy. I was just about to say.
And that's the other advantage of having him as a +1, where you know where the opposition +1 is. He's deep up the other end. So Mackenzie can run around and do what he likes.
Robertson kicks it towards that man in question who takes a big grab.
There you go.
And it's a very long way from West Adelaide to the Leopold Sporties, but I tell you what, you might have to get a train over. He's doing nicely.
The gun, is it?
Yeah, the gun. He goes along with the right foot kick inside 50. Big pack there off the front. McDonald wrapped up straight away. Ball spills free. Bailey Ettridge tried to break free to get one high. The umpire said, yes, he did.
Let him know, didn't he?
He did. Made sure the umpire saw it, and he'll take the free kick at half back.
That was like he'd been shot from the grassy knoll. He'll pull the kick towards centre half forward. Where's Day? Day flies off the back of the pack.
There it
Oh,
is.
Gunther,
He won't
open
miss.
goal, and he's pulled it to the left. He could have run all the way in. And I reckon the moment might have got to the kid.
Oh, he's a skillful kid.
He should have just kept running. Should have backed himself in and driven through the kick, but he just wanted to guide it through from about 35, and he's missed an opportunity, and the margin is 11.
Oh,
He heard Kirsch.
yeah, I wrapped him up.
Wrapped him up. Brogdon kicks it in, looking for Elliott. Goes up, can't take the mark. Offhands Hopper. Just gets a kick in the tackle. Mackenzie
clever
tapped
Mackenzie.
it onto Johnston. Kick with the outside of the right foot. McDonald wrapped up straight away, not going anywhere on centre wing. The umpire will come in and ball it up.
Do you reckon Alex Tatora is going to kidnap Mackenzie and White?
Yeah, they're not going home. They're not going home.
We're hearing every cheer and every appeal for every free kick at the moment from the St Albans bench.
I think they're on the Overlander.
They're going to be
The Overlander, is it?
There'll be a witness protection, I can tell you. He's going to put him away. Ball up again. Pack develops, and it'll be on centre wing. 12-14-86 St Albans. They lead Lara 11-9-75. 16 minutes played, final term.
Borchard, Elliott both went up. Neither got a tap on it. Cockrell hit it at pace. Gave a handball up to Spence to Hopper. Hopper the outside of the right boot. If it hits the pit ground pitches, it's going to go straight into the K-Rock van. And it does, and ricochets back nicely to the boundary umpire, who'll toss it back into play about 5 metres forward of where it actually went out. So he's just waiting. I don't know why they wait. Just fling the
Just
thing.
throw it in.
Just
exactly
throw
right.
it in.
Does it have to be 2 big fellas? No.
Just throw it in. I want to see Galen Minari and Alex
Correct,
Beansell
exactly
do the ruck
right.
work. Borchard won the tap down. Cockrell did the roving. Wants to step back onto his left boot. Does so successfully. Pulls a kick.
Oh,
Day
no.
will come like a steam train. Oh, crunched his own teammate Marshall. Harvey front of the pack tried to get a handball. Couldn't. Brogdon threw it to Beardsall. Beardsall had a fumble
Yeah,
before
no
he went to kick, and it bought him some time in the end. And now he pulls a kick to the wing. The Purdy is marking for Lara over the top of McDonald. He wants to come inboard. He sees his skipper in Spence, and he's stretching and marking on the centre wicket area.
He's taking it now in front of Donegan. Gives the handball away to Weagle. Runs through the cricket pitch area, goes with the right foot kick towards Jost from behind. Can't take the mark. Off the back, Mackenzie. Handball to nobody in particular in the end. It gets nicely on the outside towards Jordan Lyons, who goes towards half forward. Worked past the football. Vermeulen's over there as well. Lara working overtime to get it away. Johnston's got it. Handballs it back. Lions with a bit of candy again. Lost the football in the tackle though. Ball spills free. Mackay's there. Handball inboard. Linehan Cunningham on the outside. They go with a left foot kick towards half forward. Day's got a couple against him. Oh, and that's late in 50. So I think that's 50. Oh, the umpire's very nice against that. And St Albans go back towards centre wing.
I think it might look worse than what it actually was. Mackenzie short to Lyons. Lyons, that's a mung floater that Young has marked.
You blokes are too used to watching AFL get that paid for 50. That's what happens, Jace.
Left half back, Young, a long ball looking down there for Day. It's off the hands of the pack out the back. Marshall there, Beatsall, smart tap to Brogden for St Albans. Brogden shares it by hand into the right back pocket. White looks to have moved back behind the footy. Kicks looking for Russell, stretches, couldn't complete the mark. Harvey, tackle, brought to ground for Lara. Ball's okay. Here's Stone. Stone confronted, handball inboard. Chance to send it long inside forward 50. Jose is the marking target. It's gone across the face of goal and out of bounds, and that might not be a bad result for Lara. They get a stoppage. 18 3/4 minutes gone. Port Phillip Ferry's time clock. St Albans by 11, looking to snap a 20-game losing streak dating back to the final round of 2019.
Bounty's throwing right forward pocket now for Day. Tries to ride the bump in the ruck contest. And over the top of it, or was that a high tackle? The umpire said no play on. Pack develops, he'll have to come in and ball it up. The bottom of it was Seth Morrell, not Digby's son.
No.
We've worked that out. We've ascertained during the afternoon. So ball up, Day, up against, well, in the end, Mackenzie, but getting it through. Handball was okay to White, shuffled it to Morrell. Goes with the right foot kick out. It's all Lara back there unless McDonald can get there. It doesn't matter. It's worked sideways. It's tacked like Australia 2 off the wind, and it's out of bounds on the full.
So Ettridge with the resultant free kick.
It just kept going, didn't it?
Yeah, true centre wing. Just struggling to get any flow with their footy, Lara. Ettridge, long. Nobody's going to fight. It's gone through the hands of Mackenzie. Nobody flew for Lara. It's going to end up with White. White loops a handball to Morrell, crunched in a good tackle. Brought to ground by Higgins. And we'll get a ball up, I suspect, at right half forward. Actually in the right forward pocket, just inside 50 for the Cats, who need a goal and need one quickly.
St Albans will be okay with this. Just repeat stoppages.
Purdy doing the ruck work, winning the tap down, trying to get to Linehan Cunningham. Mackenzie sees it out of bounds. We'll get a boundary throw in. Umpire, despite the protest from Lara, says, I'm not playing deliberate there. We'll throw it in.
Two different feelings from two different coaches right now.
Yeah. Day.
Both nervous.
Very. Day up against Mackenzie to the front. Brogden, handball, backwards. It's close to the boundary line again and happy to get it over and done with, and over the line for another throw in.
You know what, Jace? There's nothing either of them can really do right now.
That's it. Just got to hope that you've taught them the right way to play at the right time of the quarter. So Elliott's coming around the front to be like a ruck rover for Mackenzie and Day to do the ruck work. Over the back, falls into Day's arms, goes up the chimney, and it's punched on by Mackenzie. Goes to the side, Johnston coming at it, Linehan Cunningham. And was that ball? The umpire said, throw it in, thanks. And another boundary throw in. Still at right half forward for Lara. They're 11-9-75. They trail St Albans 12-14-86. 21 played final term, Port Phillip Ferry's time clock.
2 points of difference at Anthony Costa Oval. Leopold Sporty, St Mary's 76, Leopold 74.
Wow.
Ball back into play. Mackenzie, the double palm down, but he's put it into a dangerous area. Marshall, a handball over the top. Higgins tried to knock it into the path of Harvey. Jose came the other way for Lara to take it. He's wrapped up, going nowhere. Umpire says, give it to me. You would think from this group of stoppages, Lara need to goal.
They have to. They have to goal the next probably couple of set plays.
Umpire to toss it into the air. Day just got rid of Mackenzie, grabbed it out of the ruck, then went to ground, got a handball up to Stone. Stone, a quick snap out of the pack. Not a bad effort, a wonderful effort. He's kicked an absolute jaffer.
We just said it.
And it's on too. Bit of push and shove. Saltalamaki, and they may have actually been. Spence got excited and might have taken Saltalamaki to the ground, but the goal of Stone was something out of. Well, you'd be reaching up for sort of your maker's mark sort of arrangement.
Just get the ladder up to the third shelf.
That's how good that was.
I'll tell you who was good. Mitch Day out of the ruck then. He competed well, got it out, got the clearance.
Margin is 5. Stone with his first of the afternoon and just his second of the season, the reigning best and fairest. And he's pulled the Cats back within 5. 22.5 minutes played. Port Phillip Ferry's time clock in this final quarter of K-Rock football. An absolute cracker here at Biznella Oval between two very desperate football clubs.
So back to the middle. Elliott goes up against Purdy. Falls towards the back off the front. Higgins for Lara. He's handball. Only as far as Morrell. Runs towards centre wing. Gets it out wide. Looking for Solder-Lamakia. Had to make a bit of ground. Can he get around? He can. He gets the kick around the corner. Sits for Davis. Gives it back to Lyons. Inboard to Russell. Into Donegan. He braces. He handles
they've got
over
a
the
free.
top.
They've got a spare.
Johnston. Where's it going to sit? It's going to sit for him. He drills it towards goal. And he has missed. Through for one behind.
They could have done better there.
He had McDonald all alone. All alone, McDonald was.
So Weigel with a quick kick in, and he drills it down the middle. It's not a great kick. White got a foot to it, goes back towards half forward, gets another soccer kick to it as well. Taps it on, tracks it back. Linehan Cunningham can't pick it up. Now he can. Can he break free? Johnston put a tackle on. He goes wide, only for as far as Coots. Close to the boundary line, chopped off. Robertson turned it over. Now he's going to handball over the top, and they're away through Ettridge.
Ettridge, the draw is on the table. You would suspect long ball. It's going to favour Gunther. Coming up the other way. Brogdon ricocheted off his chest, but he followed it up well. Handball released to McKenzie. Can give it back to Brogdon. Day providing chase. Got a good little shepherd. Had a bounce Brogdon. And then on the outside of the right boot, centre kick to right half forward. And eluded Johnston. Attacked there by Mackay. Under pressure, a handball to Cockrell. Cockrell gave it to Ettridge. Good tackle, Russell. Ball not coming out of there. It's locked in by Elliott and Russell on Ettridge. And we'll get a ball up at left half back for the Cats. They trail by 6. 24 and a quarter minutes gone, and the lights have actually taken effect here.
Great judgment by Brogdon then.
Terrific.
Ball up, Elliott got it down. Russell wrapped up in the tackle straight away, not going anywhere. Elliott falls on him as well just to make sure it's not holding the ball, and it will be a ball up.
Well, Lara's just got to play a bit of surge football now. Any way they can. Bit of Richmond style. Just knock it on, kick it off the ground, just get it any way forward they can.
St Mary's by 2, South Barwon by 5.
Elliott, White out of the contest at the back. Was that a trip? Yes, it was. Free kick to St Albans, centre wing, outer side. Dylan White's got it.
And in the opposite side, they've just got to maintain possession here. They just can't kick long and hope.
So he goes short. That's what he wants to do. And he goes wide. Russell takes the mark in front of the old scoreboard. 25 played final term. Russell going to drive it long with the right foot. Inside 50. Falls short though. Linehan Cunningham takes the mark.
That's the kick I was talking about.
Linehan Cunningham. Day provides a lead from position. Couldn't complete the mark. Harvey at his feet couldn't take it. Russell was clean. And they'll get out of trouble here. Might have been White jamming it on the boot. It's going to flirt with the boundary line and go out of bounds on the full.
Right, this is their go.
And this is where this might be last roll of the dice here for the Cats. Purdy.
Well, they're playing for a draw.
Left half back.
That's 25 and a half minutes gone.
Handball over the top to Ettridge. Took on Lyons. Did okay and then sent a very, very long ball. Brogdon will go back with it. Rolling
Josie.
ball. Jose, snap around the corner. Open goal!
It's a goal!
We're all tied up!
We've got ourselves a draw at the
We are all tied up as he kicks his 4th, Dylan Jose. At the 26-minute mark, we are at 87 apiece on the final quarter at Co Cafe 24/7 scoreboard. It surely couldn't happen.
What a centre clearance, Kingy.
Where's Laurie Hill?
He's here.
Dylan Jose has got 4.
This is a centre clearance of the year. Don't worry about of the game. This is off the year, this centre clearance.
13-9-87, 12-15-87, 26 and a quarter minutes gone. Is there much time remaining? How many goals have we had?
5.
We've had 5 in this last quarter, so you would think we're going to get to a close to 30. Here's Jason Doherty on K-Rock Footy.
Elliott goes up, gets it down over the head. Linnell now. Bailey, Cockrell, Donegan got a good tackle. Oh, fresh air shot. Dwight, kick off the ground. Oh, kick in danger, said the umpire. Centre wing. And Aaron Stone will take the free kick for Lara. He plays on quickly. Left foot kick. Long towards Day.
Mitch Day.
He's got it!
He was always got that. He was always getting it, Jace.
Hamlin Hanger! Mitch Day.
He was always going to have a say in this game.
40 out from goal. Mitch Day has taken the mark. 27 minutes played, final term. Scores level. And he's kicked 1 goal 3.
Just for some theatre, blow the siren.
I've got this.
So Nico's standing right behind.
I can
This
guarantee
Mitch
you
Day
this goes
kick.
straight through the middle.
You'll know straight away.
You'll know straight away. Mitch Day comes in for the lead. And possibly for the win. He comes in now. Right foot kick.
Beautiful.
And he's kicked a goal! His second of the afternoon. Lara have the lead, 14-9-93. They lead St Albans 12-15-87. Apco Cafe 24/7. K-Rock final quarter scoreboard.
Well, what a turnaround. And all they have to do is get that ball forward quickly. We mentioned it. Get it to him. Just get it to his area. That's all you need, Jace. Just no one else around him. Give him some space.
Probably should have just tried to tap it in front of him here, the St Albans player, instead of
Oh, it's a
kicking
bit
it.
stiff, yeah. It was a bit stiff.
That's footy.
He sort of almost come onto it, didn't he?
But then Stone drove it into the forward line.
4 consecutive goals after trailing by 18 points. Is there one last response from St Albans? Elliott climbed high, won the tap down. He does his own roving in the middle, loops a handball. But it's going to come the other way. Kick inside forward, 50 for Lara. Where's Dave?
He's got it again, Jace Doherty.
Dave's marked and a chance for his third and to put the game to bed. St Albans don't deserve to lose this.
Oh, no.
St Albans
Shattering.
don't deserve to lose this. But unfortunately, there has to be a loser this afternoon, and it'll be the men in black and white. They did everything right to get to an 18-point lead.
They've lost it in 4 minutes, basically.
An absolute piece of brilliance from Aaron Stone, followed by a great snap from Jose, and now Mitch Day for consecutive goals. He steadies himself. He'll kick from around 40. He leans back, and he's pulled it to the left and anti-climax. The margin is 7. But the point will be as handy as anything you would suspect. He's got 2 goals for this afternoon. His team 94, leads St Albans 87. 29 minutes gone, final quarter. Thanks to Apco Cafe 24/7. We've got you, and we've had an absolute cracker here at Bisanella Oval, and there's a pity it's going to have to be a loser.
Brogden plays on from full-back, takes a bounce, runs and goes long to the outer side with the kick. Holds up in the breeze, or 2 Lara players hit each other as they go back. Cockerell close to the boundary line. Happy to see it over now, left half forward, and we'll have a throw in.
It was Day, who's absolutely cleaned up Taywin Robertson.
Get out of his way, Taylor.
Even your teammate's got to get out of his way.
So throw in, left half forward for the home side.
It's only the 22-minute mark we were talking about. St Albans being happy with a repeat stoppage.
Absolutely. So throw in now. Ball charge.
I've got Leopold 4 points in front, Kingy.
You'd be correct for Leopold Sporties.
Wow.
Free kick over the shoulder. St Albans to take it at half back. Have to get up and move. 50. So they're going to be right up at half forward now, St Albans, as they run free. McDonald's got it. He just wants to keep running.
30 gone.
So he's been told. So it's the call time off there, the umpire. So McDonald now drives it long, holds up in the breeze, sits up, and mark taken at the back by Spence. The skipper shows some experience.
Take
Just
your
takes the mark in the back pocket. He chips the ball out wide. It's okay. And they just settle the play down. I think that's Higgins. Manari it is.
There'd only be seconds left, surely, wouldn't there? You'd think.
Called to play on. Goes down the line. And looks for Day again. Punched away. Front and centre was Robertson. Handball on the outside. Stone. Left foot kick inside. 1-on-1. Gunther got a hold. Punched away by Brogden. And over the boundary line for a throw in. But you'd expect now with 31 played final term. Lara 7 points up. They're going to get the win this afternoon here at Bisanella.
And they will snap a 16-game losing streak and unfortunately consign St Albans to their 21st consecutive loss. They will play again later in the year. Elliott winning the tap down, double fister, got it forward into space, but there's numbers there, including Robertson. Here's Ettridge, quick snap Ettridge, not a bad effort, but he's pushed it across the face, through for a minor score, and the margin is 8 as the weather is about to set in, I suspect here. The lights have taken effect at 4:35 on a Saturday afternoon as we get winter underway. 14-11-95 playing 12-15-87 final quarter thanks to Apco Cafe 24/7.
Leopold won by 4 points.
You're joking.
No.
Well, it's all over, Kingy.
Kick in, Brogden, down the middle, 3 Lara players. Borchardt over the back, rides the bump. Kick was smothered, still in the middle of the ground. And there's the siren. Lara wins, 14-11-95. Defeated St Albans 12-15-87 by 8 points here at Bisanella this afternoon.
And that is probably the loudest we have heard a crowd
They are going
post-win
off.
this year. They have made
Very
plenty
happy,
of noise
mate. Very
underneath
happy.
that.
I think there'll be a party at Kirsch's tonight. Don't worry about St Joey's.
Well, Kirsch ain't home, so.
We'll have one anyway.
Plenty of noise underneath the shelters here at Lara this afternoon. There didn't deserve to be a loser. St Albans was